what's going on there? Thanks for checking this video out. Stream. It's kind of early in the morning. Don't think there's any notifications for this, so looks like it's just me, and that's good because I want to explain a few things. Give a little background story on, Miss Glittery Stalkers. Once again, thanks for checking this out, and it doesn't look like we got any notifications going out. I wanted to kind of start from the beginning and kind of work through a little bit of the history with Miss Glittery Stalkers. There's been a lot of questions and a lot of accusations, especially on my side, getting to call Mr. Cox all these crazy different names. Oh, it looks like somebody's there. Thanks for joining in. Basically what I wanted to go through is that, I've tried to help a lot of people. And I don't call it a help, I call it assist. And, you really get stomped on for that. Stabbed in the back for it. And, but my intent is good, and the Lord knows my heart. So, but I wanted to start off with Miss Glittery Stalkers. There's, I love flat earthers, alright.
Notice how he right away starts off with grouping me in with a subject that I have nothing to do with, like saying, I love flat earthers. When have I spoken about this on my channel? Never. Notice how he's already calling me a stalker. If you had a racist man that pretended that he was going to help share your revocation videos, because nobody would believe you, not even your own people. I would tell Hispanic and melanated people, we hold the power to binding and rebuking the atrocities and the injustices in this world, but we need to pray and bind after fasting because our intent is pure. We already went because our intent is pure from the anointing we received from the prosecution. And that is more of the melanated people. That's why I am so lucky to be witnessing the unveiling going on when it comes to the atrocities regarding Judah, and the fact that I get to see it in order to save myself and put myself on a page that not even my own Hispanic people know is truly a blessing and an anointing that the Most High has blessed me with. And I truly believe he sent this demon towards me to show how evil these people are, to show how evil and cunning these people are. Do you see how he speaks about helping and frequencies and that the Most High knows his heart? This is how this man tricked me. But let's continue.
Probably, yeah, if that's your code name for Miss Glittery Stalkers. I don't like calling people like that. But it seems as though the fragile ego kind of can't take many slaps.
You don't like calling people things, but I have heard this vet from the Coast Guard called a child rape victim that was only 16 years old, a drug addict. I have heard him hashtag ICE with my name's channel on it, as if that's not illegal to threaten an immigrant in the state of California, which it is.
From the Cox before, deceased parents and animals start getting doxxed, hence Mr. J-Man, admitting, you took a couple swipes at me, Cox. You're going down, right? All these people, you're going down, son. All these sock accounts. Fell him on for years.
Now, notice how he keeps trying to group me in with these other individuals that he has problems with, which I have no idea who they are. But this is his way of discrediting furthermore before even saying anything else he has on the situation, because he knows he's going to lie, so he's trying to discourage and already discredit before even giving his explanations.
You're burnt toast. You're burnt cocks. You're done. What I wanted to go back through is the beginning with Miss Glittery Stalkers. It doesn't really matter much who found who first, right? I will say that I wouldn't have found her channel unless she came to my channel first.
So, since he's not going to say the truth, how did this person find my channel? From one of his crazy old ladies that are there at his defense. Okay, why? Because these Karen ladies are racist of brown women, brown beautiful women at that. So they befriend them, and this lady named Not So Crazy Lady channel, she shared my channel because she liked the video. She would say how she liked my videos on the chemtrails and the ideas that I had on rebuking and binding them with such revocation prayers, which these racist people wish they had the anointment to write and know about, but they don't. So she ended up sharing my channel, and little did I know she's actually showing it to her racist. And little did I know she was sharing my channel to her racist pedophile friends. And that's how he ended up finding me. When he left me nice comments on my channel, I obviously felt like I would like to support back. So that's when I started leaving comments on his channel supporting his work, because he would speak about frequencies, but then later on I figured out he doesn't really know about it. He actually knows on what I'm trying to do, but he is trying to stop the given anointment that was meant for brown and native melanated people to have in this country. We're actually the last Hebrew nation, which is here in California. So they don't want us to know our God-given rights that came from the gamma ray of the anointing that also comes from the prosecution. Our senses and the insides of us have accumulated in a sense where our prayers can be heard. The synchronicities and surroundings are not helping them. Even if they stole a language that belongs to us, it doesn't belong to them, and they use it when they pray and they do their witchcraft on the children that they molested on the dates.
Miss Glittery Stalkers. It doesn't really matter much who found who first, right? I will say that I wouldn't have found her channel unless she came to my channel first and was leaving comments and being supportive of my music broadcast in the frequency. And then all of a sudden I go over to her channel and she's doing a little live stream on frequency. I go, oh, that'd be great. I'd love to, go back and forth with you on the belief of God and Jesus and frequencies and so forth. But that's, that doesn't matter much, but that's where the YouTube jury wants to take it, right? And the executioners. And no, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the intent. My intent has always been pure, even though, like I said, I might take a couple swipes at you, right? Try not to make it too tough or rough on you, and just kind of give them.
If your intent was so pure, when I decided to not work with you and share my revocation prayers and the ideas that I had on the frequency hertz that we needed in order to put it all together in a prayer, if you didn't care that I didn't want to work with you, why have you been stalking me, sending people to make videos on me? Okay, you have been doing this for 3 years. Okay, so, and that's because these racist vets are actually scared of our young children, young men, knowing their true discerned gift, which comes with anointing. They're so scared of you knowing that. Look at how bad they attack me. and I'm just speaking on it.
My little humor, insert my little humor in there, and want people to kind of maybe see it and chew on it for a minute, and then push through and go, yeah, okay, maybe I am being a little too overt here and sensitive. Now, I'm not saying me. I pretty much have a squashed ego, and I can sit here and tell you all the stories of the things that I've done, but it doesn't matter what I've done. What matters is the intent behind it and the ways I've been able to accomplish some of the things I've been able to surpass or accomplish. Let's put it that way.
You know what these racist people believe in? They believe in raping the man child of a brown man. It goes back to the Georgia Stones. This is their way of annihilating, genociding brown men by essentially getting to them before they become men. And because of his knowledge on the frequencies and how a whole helicopter can be elevated in the sky to be able to float in the air and navigate, there is frequencies allowing this in the sky spectrum. And in a sense, I believe that.
I can sit here and tell you all the stories of the things that I've done, but it doesn't matter what I've done. What matters is the intent behind it and the ways I've been able to accomplish some of the things I've been able to surpass or accomplish. Let's put it that way. So after Glittery Stalkers and I met up, no, there was no trying to hook up with Glittery Stalkers, because at that time I did have a girlfriend. And yeah, very interesting how the events from there unfolded in a sense where Miss, I don't like calling her Glittery Stalkers, but maybe we need to, yeah, use the code name in the chat, El Palo Loco. But anyways, from there, I was thinking, man, this girl has a great testimony. She's done a lot of great things, and but it was the inflated ego that was speaking, unfortunately. And but anyways, what I wanted.
It was an inflated ego. I just didn't want to keep speaking to an old man every single day to get my point across. I felt like I explained to you what I needed to do, which is the frequencies along with the revocation prayers. Just put others, which is your people, I'll put my people, and then we'll combine. But that was never your intention. Your intention was to obtain my information, to give it to pedophiles. See, a racist man sees ego when a brown woman knows more than him. And that's what happened here. He got so offended that I knew more than him, and he decided to steal my ideas, take it for his own, right?
To do was invite her on and I thought she was mature enough to handle this, and obviously not. But I wanted to invite her from there onto a guided meditation, or if you want to call it intent prayer session. And it was like we were praying against technology. We were trying to how do you put this without sounding so freaking crazy? But I know a lot of people are like, Cox, you are crazy. No, I think what it was is that during our meditation session that we invited her in, we're trying to fight against in the spiritual, not the physical, and that's what people don't get. When you're fighting in the physical, you're fighting against each other's flesh, and that's not how you liberate people. I mean, it's obvious. All of my little swipes that I've taken at people, or maybe called a name to, has been.
And that recording of that supposable meditating It was mostly me sharing my revocation prayers, which consist of scriptures that bind and rebuke demons, and then also saying a prayer that forgives the sins. And this is what these pedophiles actually wanted. They wanted me to forgive their sins by me being there and saying the revocation prayers, but I didn't catch on to that. I didn't catch on to that until later on during the live stream. And also, this was also my very first time ever being part of a live stream of a channel. I had been on YouTube for almost 4 months trying to convince others, especially my own people, how we can do this together. But you could say I grew frustrated that nobody was listening, so I gave this person the benefit of the doubt, because when he spoke to me, he didn't sound racist. He sounded exactly like this, like how he's speaking in this video. So I just really regret even giving this person or any other person of this race a chance. I'm never going to trust this race ever again. As a teacher, as a counselor, next time somebody tells me, oh, I'm a vet from the US, I'm going to think the worst because of people like him.
Effort and futility. So,
Oh, also, and let's not forget, when he asked me to be part of this meditation prayer live stream, he told me I needed to prove that I was a real person, that he thought I was using different programs to change my voice or my face. So to send him a picture of my ID to prove to him that I was a real person. And I did. And this person keeps harassing me. This is why I say YouTube is a very tricky place. The whole circumstances of this country, I not having the support because I'm an immigrant, but I have good English because I was brought here by a citizen of this country as a little girl. I don't get the support like other girls do. So it pushed me to reach out to people online in public, and it was worse. And this is what this country does. They take advantage of immigrant children, immigrant women, and they psyop on them. And this is essentially the way the white man keeps himself at the top, by psyoping, by essentially getting to the womb, getting to the man before he becomes a man, getting to him when he's a child, even before he's a child, when he's in the womb. And let's continue with.
it seems as though you can get more done in the spiritual than you can in the physical, and I can prove that. I can, with a lot of
Yeah, because these racist pedophiles are actually using the dates of molested children to do witchcraft on specific dates like Halloween and satanic dates. The dates that they're using of these molested children are Hebrew melanated children.
Christian or fringe or whatever your relationship is with God, you know that prayer is powerful, and especially when there's a group of you doing it together. And I believe that's what the opposition wants to stop, especially with technology, and get us to fight. And that's why we were doing back in 2018. I think it was October 31st, 2018, Halloween. Really interesting because that's usually when my friend that we were doing the meditation with at that time.
Which his friend is Tony, the one that I uploaded the video where he was saying he's pimping those little girls out. That's the friend he tricked me into doing a revocation prayer session with, because when I went to this live, that Tony guy was not there. And when he was there, he had a picture of a black man. So how was I supposed to know that this was a racist man, another person?
Halloween. And that's what we were doing, is having an intent prayer over intent, or intent prayer, let's put it that way, or meditation session on trying to battle down technology and battle it back in a sense.
No, because in the stream, he started trying to rebuke Palestinians and any other brown country that Israel was attacking. So I ended up rebuking all of that on live.
And very interesting how that all turned out. But so we invited El Palo Loco with us. And I know that's going to sound racist. Dang it. I'm not trying to be. But, you can take my words and twist them around any way you.
But see, that's the thing. These people are trying so hard to say that I'm trying to make this thing like into a bait race argument, but I'm not trying to. These people are in fact racist, and they're out to molest brown children and target brown families on YouTube. So this is what it is. I'm not trying to bait a race card thing, but this is what these people are. They hate brown and melanated people. They hate us so much that they're willing to pretend to be your friend just for a little bit, just to get to you where it hurts you the most. And that's what these people do.
You want and so forth. And there you go. But anyways, yeah, and then to call me whatever you want, that's okay. All right, because I advocate for everybody's freedom of speech. And unlike Miss Glittery Stalker is saying in her last comment, in her last mirrored video about me, it was, God can forgive him, but I can't. But that's harboring hate, and I don't work off of hate. Hate is.
Yeah, because it's not my responsibility to forgive you. All I can do is offer the evidence to the Most High, and it's His responsibility to forgive you, not mine. I don't need to forgive no nations that have nothing to do with me. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. There's no more forgiving for you. Your chance was given. And you will see that your soul everlasting confusion will send you to the pits of hell for what you've done.
Isn't in my equation. You're supposed to hate sin. So anyways, like I said, we needed pretty much her generation represented and get kind of a view of where that generation is at pertaining to technology. And beginning in our meditation, it was like, let's kind of bear testimony a little bit, and then before we go into the meditation, it was.
So what ended up happening was that his racist pedophile friend said some Latin words thinking that I wasn't going to understand them, and they were basically demonic witchcraft words. It was nothing from the scriptures. And these people thought that it actually got to me when it didn't. I just didn't want anything to do with it anymore because I realized that they were satanic. So in that moment, I started to rebuke them. I didn't go along with what they were doing, and I think that's what they expected me to do, was to play along with what they were doing, and I didn't. So I ended up rebuking them, disagreeing with them, and I hanged up the phone. And ever since, this white man has not left me alone.
Anyways, it was more about let's just go pretty monotheism. Okay, it used to be glittery sparkles. That's why I call her glittery stalkers. But okay, we'll just call her glittery sparkles. Okay, pretty monotheism, whatever you want to say. So the meditation, she was making it more about her, and especially after we start into the prayer and meditation, she kept interrupting and going back to I and her and what she's been able to do or done or wants to do, which is important. And we kind of let it slide a little bit, but it kept happening.
Yeah, I kept trying to tell them what they were doing was wrong. They were not rebuking and binding the atrocities that were happening at the time. On October of 2019, around that time, the Palestinians were getting bombed. The Hondurans were getting kicked out of their country. The Venezuelans were getting sold out. Okay, so these people were praying. And what that other racist guy, I mean, think about it. He was talking about pimping out some young ladies. What prayers do you think his prayers consisted of? Nothing but the fake Jews, promoting them. So, of course, I knowing the truth that the real Hebrews are melanated and Hispanic people, I'm not going to go along with that. And it's as simple as it gets. You could have just respected my opinion and left me alone.
Man, Cox, I told you this girl wasn't ready. And when you're not ready for something like that in the spiritual, you can get your butt kicked in the physical. It does reach through in a sense, and that's what we're supposed to do, is reach through into the spiritual. Take care of your business and whatever your job is in the spiritual, so the spiritual can reach back through and take care of the physical. And that's what a lot of people just don't get. And it's unfortunate because we are kind of in the situation we are in because of sin. And I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, man. I've gone over quite a bit of hurdles in my life, and like I said, accomplishments even. And to get through that, it's a lot of humbling. Some of my accomplishments, because I've, for instance, summiting a mountain that's 11,000 feet. You're gonna start to feel humbled by that mountain before you reach the top, especially when I think it takes like to summit Mount Hood. That's the one mountain that I did.
So I guess my humbleness brought me to never trusting an Anglo man, because all they're going to do is set you up and try to share your information with pedophiles to hurt you and your family, along with these other people online, these Arabs that work with these racist people. Same thing. And now, as you can see, this racist vet from the Coast Guard still trying to find ways to discredit me. So he's going after anyone that had some sort of issue with me online. And side note is that this brown man, I don't even know him. I have no idea why he has a problem with me. And now they're going to try to set him up to make it look like he has a problem with me. So in case these racist individuals end up actually hurting me, it's going to look like this brown man had something to do with it. And that's why they're putting him on the videos that they're making about me. But little does he know that. And it's just unfortunate that these racist individuals online continue to set up other brown men for the criminal offenses they're trying to do onto women that they have targeted for X reasons. So I just want you to keep an eye on that.
Paid me $10 million, billion, quadrillion dollars on Cedar's Rosarita Anti-Wavica. Pretty monotheism. You have to pay me. Just pay up. The people that you working for, because I know you working for an organization. I already know. Like, this doesn't start. You working for an organization. Yeah. Okay, anyway, pretty monotheism, nothing even to talk about.
And that's all he shows. Do you see how selective and very strategic he's being? Okay, y'all. Well, thank you for listening. I know it's a lot of harsh topics, but it's better to get it out right now than for this to continue to happen. So I appreciate the support, and God bless everyone. Bye bye now.